Hi everyone, my name is Terry Davis, and the purpose of this video today is to share with you why I created the Facebook group Living Life Again. I am a cancer survivor. I like to call it a cancer conqueror, like I know many of you are, and I wanted to create something that would bring hope and encouragement to people who are currently undergoing treatment or have undergone treatment, or anyone who is got a family member or a friend that has cancer. And unfortunately, that encompasses way too many people. So let's not make it unfortunate. Let's use it for our good. That's really where I'm heading. And the purpose of the group, as I said, is to provide hope and encouragement. And I know as each of us walk our walk, we learn lots of different things that are helpful and supportive for our health. And so why not share them, is the way I'm looking at this. And you know, this is a devastating disease, not only from me, someone who has gone through it, but from walking next to loved ones of mine that have gone through it also. And I just think, you know, the whole process of accepting it, learning to walk in it, and then the emotional and spiritual aspect is so overwhelming that it is going to be a lot easier if we have a group of people walking through it together. And as I've talked to people, you know, we're all very different. The type of cancer, how we choose to, what treatment we choose to use to go through, what doctors we have, the length of time. But there has always been a common thread that I have found with everyone, and that is when the person finds out that they have cancer, it is devastating. And it usually always comes at an inopportune time. I mean, whoever expects it? You begin, after you get the diagnosis, to hurry up and walk through whatever it is you need to walk through to get your affairs in order, to make sure that you're doing the right plan and the right treatment and the right doctor. And shortly after that, things are set in motion and all of the feelings are still there, and they're still exploding, and they're still happening. And sometimes they're fear and frustration and overwhelm and hopelessness, and really not knowing what to do with all of that. And one day it might be you have hope, and the next day you might not. And it's an up and down roller coaster ride. And I was constantly asking myself, what did I do wrong? Why did I get this? And you know, I have a strong faith, but I struggled. I mean, I really struggled. And sometimes I think those of us that have a strong faith might even struggle more, because we're supposed to have it all together. Well, I didn't. And I'm so grateful for those people that stood on the right and the left of me and held my arms high when I couldn't do it for myself. And that's what I see this group doing. And so I want you to come to this group without your mask on. And I think you'll know what I mean. I mean, we go out into the world and, you know, how you doing? Great, doing better, feeling great. And we put our head on the pillow at the end of the night, and all those thoughts are there, you know, that are just our thoughts. And sometimes nobody can really help us with that, or we feel like nobody can help us with that. And so I want us to be light bearers. And even if you are currently going through treatment for cancer, you are a light bearer for someone. And that is what we need to be. We need to give hope when we can give hope. And when I hurt, I need to be able to come to this group and receive hope and encouragement. The other thing I would love for this group to be is a landing page for all of us to share what we've learned. Maybe you have the ideal way to get rid of mouth sores that I've never thought of. I mean, it's a great place for us to share all of those little things that we have learned. And you know, even when they say your cancer is in remission or your cancer is gone, I found that it wasn't over. There was a lot of side effects to be dealt with. There was, you know, like I had a lot of problems with memory and brain fog. And just because they said your cancer was in remission didn't mean that it all came back. And I can remember being in conversations with people and just not really being able to stay focused, but didn't want anybody to know that I wasn't staying focused. So, you know, it's a great place to come no matter where you are in your journey. And I want us to be judgment free, to accept everybody where they are, because it's a journey and we go through ups and downs. And so let's just make this a space of unconditional love where we bring hope where we can, make friends, create relationships in here, share all of the cool tools that you have learned through your process, share your fears, bring hope. And I will share my story. I just didn't want to do it on this one, but I blog and I will eventually share my story with you. But for now, I want to hear your stories. I want to hear where you're coming from and how you're doing. So if you've been invited to this group, I hope you'll stay. And if you have friends or loved ones that you feel this could be really helpful for, please encourage them to join the group also.